You are using the fair value gap the wrong way. Most trader knows how to use the fair value gap, but most trader also don't know how to use fair value gap the right way. If you are ready to know the basic about market structure and know how to set yourself to pick up an entry point whenever you see any fair value candle, this video is definitely for you. And believe me as well, this video is you're going to be having a much knowledge about fair value gap, because I'm going to just literally be putting out all my knowledge about fair value gap. This is not your ITC concept, or this is not your ITC concept. This is my own methodology on fair value gap. You can implement this on every fair value gap, because me, I don't really usually pick up fair value gap from any random time frame. I always implement fair value gap from the higher time frame. So I'm going to be breaking down this video, and this is GBP USD, and this is part 4 on breaking down what the currency pair are literally doing. For the past weeks now, we're having some lot of manipulation here and there on the chart. So but literally we still know the structure, because of we have our fair value strategy that we are actually implementing on all fair value, and it's our own kind of methodology. So I'm going to be putting down this video, and literally it's going to be for free. So watch it till the end. If you're not a subscriber, I would like you to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button, and don't forget the best thing you would literally do so that I will know my next video to do is drop your comments, tell me what you learned about this video, and I'm going to be putting out another content for you. Now I'm in my screen here. I'm going to be teaching you everything about fair value gap, and also I will also be telling you the fair value gap that works and unfair value gaps that don't work. Because remember, I'm just sharing my own methodology with you. You can go and refine more and write more stuff about it on your own with your own strategy. So first of all, how you will always know the bias. First of all, how you always know the trend that you can refine fair value gaps from. You know, if sometimes we always see some bullish structures going without seeing any retracement from them. Sometimes we'll just see bullish structures going, forming higher highs and higher lows without seeing any any consolidation, or sometimes you get confused, don't knowing the fair value candles you will choose, and the right one that you will choose that will be aligned with kind of your market structures. So now I'll be telling you how you will know the right one, and how you will define the wrong one while trading fair value gaps. First of all, if you want to trade fair value gaps, always look for fair value gaps that comes out from the higher time frame, that aligns with the higher time frame. Don't just trade fair value gaps because you want to trade fair value gaps. How I always know fair value gaps that are usually the right fair value gap to trade, the high probability fair value gap to trade off. You will first of all check what is the market structures giving you. Are the market structures giving you lower lows or lower highs? First of all, know your bias. Know where is the market, what structures are the market giving you. Are the market giving you lower low structures, or are the market giving you lower highs structures? First of all, know your narrative. Look for your narrative first. Look for your bias. Look for your bias. Know what is the market giving you. Are we expanding? Are we expanding, or are we consolidating? What are we doing? What phase are we in the market? Are we consolidating, or are we expanding? Your bias will give you, if your bias is just like a mirror to you. Your bias is just like a mirror to you, because with your bias, you can know that, oh, like this market now is making higher highs structures. With your bias, you can know that this market is making higher high structure when you are seeing that the highs are getting breaking and the lows are getting respected. Your bias will tell you, yes, we are making higher highs on this move, or we are disrespecting lows and respecting highs. That is the first thing first you need to do whenever you come on any chart, or you look for, are we consolidating at this point? Are we consolidating or are we expanding? What are we really doing on this thing? This is the three first these are the three first key points of what you really need to always look out for in any currency pair, be it currency, be it gold, be it silver, oil, or be it energy, or be it coins. Always look for the area. Are we making higher highs? Are we making lower lows, or are we just consolidating? What are we making on this thing? This should always be your first bias whenever you are entering any market at all, as a beginner or even as a pro. Whenever you are entering any market, do well to know what are we really making on. And I want to give you a small secret about something now. Whenever you see any consolidation making at this point, always know that at some point that consolidation will be manipulated and will also expand. Whenever you are trading any currency pair at all, or any trading at all, always know, are we consolidating or are we expanding? And whenever we are consolidating, always know, if it was a bullish trend, know that we will have to sweep maybe the lows before sweeping the highs, before giving another structures to the high. Or if it's a lower lows, know that first of all we're going to sweep the if it's a lower low, know that first of all we are going to sweep the highs before we'll be looking out for lower structures from the move. So always know what you are actually trading off from first before entering any bias. This chapter one, knowing, carry your journal in this thing. Don't just be watching this content just because you are consuming content. Be journaling down. First of all, know, are we expanding or are we consolidating or are we expanding? What are we really doing on the market? That is your first bias. Second bias, to know the fair value candle that works. Always use the fair value candles that sweeps liquidity. First one, know the first one, know the go with the bias, the one that is aligned with the higher time frame. Don't just trade off because of your trading off. Secondly, know where the fair value candle is coming from. Is it coming from a sweep of liquidity, or is the candle actually coming from consolidations? That should be your another narrative. Are we consolidating or are we expanding? If we are consolidating, we will not see any manipulation. So whenever you are anticipating a fair value candle, always go with the fair value candle that swept liquidity, that taking liquidity. For example, let me use this for example. Let's use these candles here, like our FVG, and let's use this candle here like our fair value candles and sweep of liquidity. Always anticipate a fair value candle that sweeps liquidity first. These fair value candles will give you a higher probability. They will give you a higher risk to reward in the market. A fair value candle that sweep liquidity will give you a good risk to reward, because a fair value candle that sweep liquidity always sometimes leaves an order blocks or leaves a overlap blocks. So And thirdly, if you want to anticipate any fair value candle that sweep liquidity, make sure that the third candle did not retrace back to the candle that the fair value candle swept liquidity from. Like for instance now, this candle here, you can see this candle here, this week this week at this place here did not align with this candle, this bearish candle that this fair value candle swept liquidity out from. And whenever you see something like this, always anticipate that this, be it the 4 hours time frame, be it the 1 hour time frame. That is why I always anticipate this on the 4 hours time frame. This always gives me a very higher risk to reward whenever I anticipate fair value candles from the 4 hours time frame or from the daily time frames. Always anticipate that at some point in time, that this fair value candle will be swept out, that this fair value this third candle will be swept out before we can see some bullish momentum, maybe from this overlap candle or from your order block. Maybe you can use this like your order block, you can use it like your overlap block, you can use it, you can refine more before entering any market. Always refine, don't enter from market orders. Like what I said here, entering, only enter from refining, not market order. Not market order, only enter on refinement, not market order. Don't enter from refinement, always enter from don't enter from market order, always enter from refinement. So now I'll give you a little bit knowledge also about this. Whenever you are entering any fair value gap, always bring out your Fibonacci, mark from the beginning of the fair value candle. The beginning of the fair value candle. This is my own methodology that I'm giving you out here for free. Always measure the move from the beginning of the fair value candle right to the end of where the fair value candle stop, or some of the time implement the adapt with the third candle from where the fair value candle started, to where the third candle displaced from. Maybe always use the open of the displacement, or use the open of the candle that formed the third candle, or use the wick. But I will always tell you should use the open, the close of the candle, or the open of the candle, which are any of be bearish, you are looking it out from bearish move or from bullish move. You will always notice that the market always tend to respect the 50% or 60% retracement zone before moving to the upside. In your in your own forex mentorships also, they always teach you, if you want to mark out any move, you should mark out when they can't displace, before knowing the distance, the right place to take your entries from. But no, that is very, 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 very wrong. Very, very wrong. From my own methodology, it is not so, because I've literally backtested this for so many months, for a year, for many years now. I've literally backtested it, and it's working right 95% of the time. Yes, honestly, it's working 95% of the time. And in any Fibonacci you are marking out from, always mark out from the beginning of the fair value candle, maybe to the close of the third candle, to the close of the third candle. So when you get from the close of the third candle, it will give you more cleaner setup. It will give you more good retracement zone to trade off from. Don't just go and trade off blindly. So whenever you trade, you mark the third candle and you see your zone here, always anticipate at some point, in time that you will be seeing some manipulation, sorry, always anticipate that sometime whenever we see this move, this Fibonacci strategy, now know that sometime we'll be seeing some manipulation to the downside to sweep the third candle and align with the 60 or 50 retracement zone. If you really don't know how to mark out this retracement zone, also drop your comments on the comment section. Say you don't really know how to keep these zones of all these Fibonacci zones that are showing off at my chart here. Always, if you don't really know how to trade this Fibonacci strategy, you really need to go and backtest it, because I've literally backtested this so many times. And secondly, if you are trading any move, always, I hope you really understand what I said at this FEG place. First of all, know your buyers. Did the Fibonacci, the FEG coming out from a sweep of liquidity? Did the Fibonacci is it coming out from a sweep of liquidity? That will be your first narrative. That will be your first question to yourself before taking any order. Is it coming out from any sweep of liquidity? Did it displace? Did the third candle overlap with the sweep of the candle that was swept before displacing before the market displaced the FEG? And after seeing this, always bring out your fib, calculate from the wick of the FEG to the third candle close. Then you can see a very good structures to trade off on. Sometimes whenever we mark out this, it always aligns with a breaker block, a other block, or a overlap block or so. But most of the time, 95% of the time, it aligns with something. It will definitely align with something, and it will definitely give you a very clean setup and a very clean entry point. We are done with this Fibonacci. We have said one here, always look for, are we making higher highs, are we manipulating, or are we consolidating first. Secondly, if you want to trade off FEG, always go for FEG that swept liquidity and use your Fibonacci to test to calculate where is the 60% zone coming out from. Are we coming out from a good 60% zone? So I guess you've understand what I said about this Fibonacci and this fair value candle. This is my own methodology. It's going to help you 95% of the time. Thirdly, on how to enter market, don't just keep orders. Always go with a refinement. Don't just place your orders on the market. Always make sure that it's coming out your entry point. Always make sure that is your entry point coming out from is your entry point coming from refinement, not just market orders. Not just market order. This refinement here, I'm going to teach you something about this refinement. Whenever you see any bid lower lows coming, and you know that at some point that this market is going to be changing structures, and you see that the structures change, maybe you come and see we are making lower lows and lower highs, making lower lows and lower highs, but at a time we did not make out lower lows and lower highs again. We came and we swept the lower side, and you see a displacement to the higher side, and sometimes you will see we will take out this last low that makes this lower highs here. We'll take out this last high and make this lower lows here. We'll take it off, and you will see some manipulation back to where the break of structures came out from. So I'm going to give you a little strategy that you will always be using at this point. Be it that this happened from the lower time frame, be it that this happened from the higher time frame, but always look out from this pattern whenever we want to see some change of structures. Always look out for these patterns whenever you are anticipating a change of structures from any time frame. Any time frame, be it your 1 minute time frame, be it your daily time frame, be it your weekly time frame, be it your monthly time frame, be it your 4 hours, 1 hour, as the case may be. So always look out from this entry pattern, and not just looking out for this entry pattern blindly. Always look out from this entry pattern from a 50% zone or 60% zone. And the way that you will always know this 50% zone, from the beginning of, always mark out from the beginning of where the market tend to sweep liquidity. Like let me use this for an example. You saw that we sweep this liquidity from here. Let me use this for example. You saw that we sweep at a time we were consolidating, making structures, and we swept liquidity from here. And you saw again that we did not respect this high. We swept this liquidity from here. Always anticipate that after we see this sweep of liquidity like this, that the market will have to change structures from this angle. And whenever you are anticipating this, always mark out from the low where the manipulation tends to happen. Let's anticipate from the low where the market tends to sweep liquidity. Calculate the move from where the market tends to sweep the liquidity to where the market broke structures. And whenever you do this, you will always notice that the market always respect the 50 or 60% discount Fibonacci zone. This brings us back to this this fair value candle here. This fair value candle that swept liquidity and displaced to the upside, always mark out from the beginning to the end where it broke structures. From where the market broke structures, from the low where this liquidity was swept to where the market broke structures, always calculate it. Wherever the 50% gave you, always look out for entry patterns from that angle. That brings us back to here. I hope you remember what I said here. I've said number 1, I've said number 2, I've said number 3. Always look out for where the market tends to sweep liquidity from the lower side and sweep liquidity from the higher side. Wherever the market gives you 50% discount or 60% discount, that is where you will always look out from your entry zone. And whenever you're targeting from target to the opposition liquidity, don't just go and trade blindly or just say because of we are changed structures, we will be making higher highs, or we'll be making lower lows. If it's just 1 to 2 risk to reward that you saw, just take it. As far as you see your entry pattern, just take it. The goal is not trading hard, is trading smart. So this my methodology here is really going to help you thousands times. Okay, let me clean this thing. Sometimes it's not going to be clearer like this, sometimes it's not going to be really clearer like this. This entry pattern is not going to be clear like this some of the time. So always make out some good refinement before anticipating a buy side or a sell side. Okay, that brings me to here. So let's calculate this move now. This is not really going to be clear like this, so we'll be rolling down to our chart so that we can see some real candles doing this thing, because remember, it's not going to be clear like this. Whenever you go with candles, it's not really going to be clear like this. Honestly, it's not going to be clear. So what I told you is, whenever you see a consolidation coming and you had somewhere that you said, okay, when this market comes to this point, I'll be seeing some buy setup from there. First of all, always look for always look for, ask yourself, did this market swept any liquidity? Okay, number one, we've seen that this market came here and we see that this market swept liquidity from that our zone that we anticipate the market to turn bullish or turn bearish from. Did it sweep liquidity? Okay, after we sweep liquidity, did we displace to the upside? Did we sweep the upper liquidity? Did we break the higher structures, or the last sweep to the downside? Did we sweep the last lows or the last highs to the downside? Did we break structures to there? Yes. Now we've seen it that we've broken structures to there. What else will you be doing? Bring out your Fibonacci. When you bring out your Fibonacci, mark it from the lower side to where the market turn to break structures. Whenever you see where the market turn to break structures, keep it there, drag it to the other side, to the other side of your chart. Check if we should see a tap from the 50 or 60% zone, discount zone of that Fibonacci. That is where you will always anticipate your buy or your sell setup. Have you seen what happened here? So let's take our Fibonacci to the high of this one. This was where the market closed. Keep it there, drag it to your other side of your chart. Where did we come across the 50? Okay, let me make it to reach. This one came to the 50 and bled off from. So always anticipate the 50 or the 60% discount zone. That is when you always see me draw some structure, say break. You always see red arrows on my chart whenever I'm analyzing the currency pairs or any chart. So always anticipate this. Take a screenshot and keep for yourself. Always anticipate this. I've already said, number one, look for, are we manipulating, are we consolidating? Check it. Number two, okay, number one, know your buyers. Are we making higher high? Number one, know your buyers. Are we making higher highs or are we making higher lows? Number one, know your buyers. Are we making higher highs or are we making higher lows? Number one, know your buyers first. Are you making higher highs or are we displacing to the downside or are we displacing to the upside? Know your buyers first, because your buyers is going to save you so much, so fucking much. So number one, know your buyers. Are we displacing to the lower side or are we consolidating or are we manipulating? Number two, did we sweep structures with the FEG? Is the FEG aligned with the higher time frame? Is the FEG sweeping liquidity from the higher time frame before we displaced with the FEG? Some of the times, honestly, you will see a candle that sweep liquidity. You see some other candle that consolidate before you see the displacement. But always make sure that the FEG is coming out from a sweep of liquidity. Number four, calculate the move with your Fibonacci from the FEG to the third candle or where the candle the Fibonacci close. Make sure that the FEG wick, the third candle wick, did not align with the structure where we broke structures and we display structures like for an instance now, you saw that after sweeping this bearish momentum with this FEG swept this bearish momentum with this week, and you saw we displaced here, and after displacing, take your Fibonacci, calculate from the lower side to the higher side, or to the third candle close, not the wick, the close, the closure, the closure of the candle. When you see the close, leave it there. When the market comes back to the 60 or the 61 or the 50% discount zone, from there you will look out for this chart pattern, look out for this chart pattern, look out from this chart pattern, refine more, look out from this chart pattern. When the market comes back to the 50% zone, look out from this chart pattern, always look out for this chart pattern displays. Sorry, always look out from this chart pattern. Always, 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 always. This chart pattern here is going to save you most percent of the time, 100%, 95% of the time, 85% of this time. This chart pattern here is really going to save you. So target the other side liquidity, the oppositional side liquidity. Maybe when you see some you already see that when we were making lower lows, we left some liquidity points here before displacing to the downside, making this lower lows. Whenever you are targeting these higher highs, or as the case may be, always take profit when we sweep this liquidity at this upside. Let your target always be the liquidity at this upside, because after liquidity we sometimes see some deeper retracement before we displace to the higher side. I don't know if you are actually relating with what I am saying, if this video is making sense with you. Whenever you see lower lows that is coming, and after that low, sometimes you see that lower lows has stopped, and you notice that we tend to have some structures liquidity. Whenever we see that the market has changed structures and we are targeting on where to buy or where to sell, always target from the liquidity that the market tends to be coming out from. That will give you a very good risk to reward most of the time. So I have break down all these 4 strong rules that I will be guiding you on FEGs. In this year, I'll be teaching you more of my strategies, so that, and don't be upset that some of my videos are going to be more long, so you really need to be watching out for. Let's just look for a quick let us just look for a quick tutorial, a quick learning of what we just learned about at the lower side. I don't know if you really understand everything I said at here. I said whenever we sweep liquidity, let's always take profit from the higher side. Always wait for a Fibonacci. Always wait for a Fibonacci to sweep liquidity. Always wait for a fair value candle that sweep liquidity before displacing. Always know, are we manipulating or are we consolidating? After that, test calculate from where the consolidation started from to where the consolidation ended. Keep your Fibonacci 50%, 60% retracement zone, buy or sell. So buy or sell. So that is it. I've literally given you this road map to the market. So what else? Let's give a quick sometimes it's not really going to be clearer. This is the 1 hour, this is the daily time frame. So whenever you see that the market is coming out from, you can see after we make these structures to the lower side, we did not go more lower to this side. So from here, I calculate my 50. Here was when the this is the third candle. The third candle, I always tell you, mark out from your third candle. Mark out from your third candle here. Make sure that the third candle did not align with the make sure that the third candle did not align with make sure that the third candle did not align with the last candle that broke the FEG. See it, sweep of liquidity, 50-60% zone, we buy to the upside. So we carry our Fibonacci again. You can see all these places are Jaguar. We did not see any displacement from here, but we saw displacement from here. Take your Fibonacci from here. That was where we saw this displacement. Take your Fibonacci to the close of the candle. From the close of the third candle, 50% discount zone. Is the 50% discount zone aligned with this setup? Yes, the 50% discount zone. You can see how the entry is fast. Yes, you can see the 50% discount zone. We buy from here. We take profit. We smash profit to the higher side. You look for your own risk management. You can occur. You see this thing will always give you a very sharp entry point. You can see where this entry point took out from. You go again. You can see another displacement from the low where the Fibonacci started to the high where the to the third candle where the third candle closed. You can see this one did not give us any this thing. It gave us a shy off from here, but we did not come to our entry point. Sometimes it's not going to be working. So this is just my own methodology. Sometimes it's not going to be working. You can see this one did not come back. But another Fibonacci, another displacement we saw was this displacement. Third candle, we buy. Third candle, we buy. Third candle, we buy. 50 plus 60% retracement zone did not overlap. This one overlapped small, but we are still good. 50% zone, we buy. TP smashed at this place. So you can see this thing is going to be working. It's going to be working 55% of the time for you. 55% of the time is going to be working. I'm in a little drawdown on this market. I'm at 50% of the time is really going to be working with you for you. This Thursday trade, my trade is literally going. I'm in a drawdown manipulation, but we are good. Is what it is. So you can see it again. Let's see, take our Fibonacci from here where we saw the displacement from here to the third candle close. This one came down before we can see. That's why I say it's not going to be working that 50% at the time. It's not going to be working that 5% at the time, but 95% of the time we're going to be seeing some push from there. You can see after this manipulation, we had to push out from this place and we still saw some entry point. It's working. It's really working. It's really working. If you really can anticipate your structures, where are your structures is, you're going to be making it out. So this is me again, D Pips Academy. I'm done with my breakdown. So go and make your own refinement. Well, refine on this. I gave you this roadmap. I gave you this roadmap. Is going to help you a long way. So I'm done with my breakdown. Don't forget, if this video really helped you, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel, because this year you're going to be getting more of my analysis and you're going to be getting more of my breakdowns and you're going to be getting more of my strategy. So I am done with my own methodology about Fibonacci and fair value candles. So whenever you align these whole rules together, you're going to be getting a very good risk to reward. You're going to be getting a very good risk to reward. Some of the time you're going to be getting a very good check mark risk to reward. So always anticipate these rules. This is a very golden rule. Golden. I did not write this golden well, but it is what it is. So this is a gold rule, very strong rule about my FEG strategy. I love you guys, and believe me, I will see you on my next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and still don't forget to take screenshots of everything I taught you today. Take screenshot. Take a screenshot. Take your screenshot before it clears. Take a screenshot. Take your screenshot before the video ends. Take your screenshot. Yes, I've taken the screenshot. I'm going to be sending it out to our Telegram group and other groups so that you can learn from this. This is a very good roadmap. Peace out. I love you.